How's it going, everybody? ReadMeX here. I got another puzzle let's play for you. This one's similar to Portal. It's a first-person puzzle game. If you liked Q.U.B.E, you'll probably like this one. This time we are, I guess, an engineer that woke up on a space station, and the station's AI woke us up to go see what's going on with the crew down on the surface of Europa. That's pretty much all I know about it. So let's get started.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Alright, so it seems like we've lost communication with the ground crew. And we're going to move this cup around. Okay. Oh, it looks like here's the other crew members' cryogenic chambers. User error. Huh. Interesting. Some kind of 404 error here. I guess space stations use the same error codes as websites. Looks like a laptop.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Somebody's office. Let's see, some kind of mail terminal. Okay, to Ava, the current ship status is as following. Recommend addressing the power fluctuations before cryostasis. Alright. Hey Dan, I'm about to initiate my cryostasis. Just let Tom know if you guys need me. Hopefully there will be no need to wake me. I guess I'll hear from you as soon as I wake up. Which may be a long time for you guys. Best of luck down there, Ava. Ava, hopefully we won't need you. But we will miss you in the land of the living. I'll make sure Tom checks on you regularly. I know he does anyway, but I like to think I'm helping. Good night, Dan. To Ava. Captain McLean has sent several mails insisting I check the cryo chambers are functioning correctly. They are functioning as expected. Please do not feel any apprehension. Captain McLean has been informed. Thank you, Tom. I'm not worried. Ava. I'm initiating my cryostasis in a short while. I imagine a lot will change while I'm asleep. If everything goes well, I should be woken up next in 10 years. So, to all of you, I'd like to wish a good life. Ava. Wow, 10 years is a long time. Guess not for Ava. Okay. Docking hatch. Oh, here we go.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
What's that? Something, right? Cool.
Bay 3.
Okay. This is the only one that's green, right? Okay, I guess we're going down to the surface.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch, initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program, 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde. Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Alright, so we made it to the surface. Okay.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
That's cool, so we can pick this little thing up. Oh, I bet it goes here. Hey, look at that.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together. They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Alright, so while they were talking, we figured out a couple of things, obviously. So you can take power from the doors and put them on other doors, I guess. So we need to take this one and put it over here. Obviously, that's not going to work. Oh, we could probably shoot it through. Yeah. Probably shoot it through from the back side here. Yep. Alrighty.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
Okay, so we need to power this door somehow. That's where we came from. We can't take that. If we take this, it'll close. Can we just power it from here? There we go. Oh. Okay, what if we power the bottom with this one, then the inside with this? Okay, now we can just steal from that door. There we go. Not too tricky so far.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning. Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
So, I guess eventually we'll have to charge all of these to open the door. That's a lot of cubes. Alright. Try to keep that in mind. Ooh, magnet. Where does this go? Up. We need another one. Let's go check that other room. Maybe all we have to do is steal from this little wall. Oh, it's not going to let us through with the charge, I don't think. Yep, can't go through with the charge. Did we miss something here? Did I just miss a cube or something? I don't see anything. Oops. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good to know. We can disable the magnet and use its power. Sort of. Oh, I see, because it's going on and off. There we go.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Yeah, that is kind of strange. I wonder how much effort it would take to build all this, just to make sure an AI doesn't come through. Alright. Oh, so we definitely need one of these. There we go.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories. Conflicts.
Kind of sounds like it's malfunctioning. I don't know, especially after Portal. Gotta be wary of AI in these kind of games. That was pretty easy. Oh, so now we got powered stairs. Oh. Okay. Moving right along.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
Alright. Touch here. Europa. Europa's surface is constantly facing Jupiter as it rotates, because it is tidally locked to it. Though it has now been discovered that the rocky interior rotates separately underneath the ice and waters. Is there another? Okay. Well, that must be where we came from. The satellite in Europa. Fortuna. The Fortuna is in low orbit around Europa. It can house a crew of 12. It serves as a communication and transport link between Earth and Europa's surface base. Okay. Oh, here's the crew. Oh, and some more stuff. Let's see. This just looks like a whole bunch of information. We need more ice cream. A certain someone ate all the strawberry ones. Okay. Let's see, we got environment. Looks like everything seems normal-ish, or about the same. Temperature, no idea if that's good. Medicine. Okay. Okay, so we've got a Dr. Soichi Yoi, who is a exobiologist. And looks like tells you everybody's tasks. And it's me. It says I'm investigating a communications crisis. So it must be automatically updating. Maybe Tom's doing this for the system. I'm not sure who would enter that information since we just got here. So we have to contact ISA, contact the ground team, and review Fortuna's diagnostics. Okay, some background info. Losing her parents at a young age, Ava Turing was sent to military engineering school. Shortly after graduating, she enlisted in the U.S. Navy and trained as a pilot. Due to her exemplary service record and willingness to leave Earth for extended periods of time, Turing was recruited by the ISA. On the exploratory mission to Jupiter's Europa, Turing's role aboard the Fortuna is engineer and vehicle officer. Here's some stats. Okay. So the doctor is synthesizing DNA duplicates, and outstanding tasks are investigate sample, classify all life recovered, sequence a sample, another sample. Soichi Yui has no childhood interest in space travel, or had no childhood interest in space travel. Instead, he spent his youth studying the life in Lake Biwa, near his hometown. Yui went on to study marine biology and chemistry at Kyoto University. After the tragic death of his wife, Rin, he disappeared into his work, re-emerging 11 years later as a preeminent exobiologist. So it looks like his status is unknown. Okay, Mikhail Tokarev is a doctor. Current objective terminated. Okay, not sure what that means. His task is keep calm. Mikhail Tokalov's father died of cancer at a young age. This motivated him to become a doctor in hopes of helping others. Tokarev worked as a medical doctor in Russia for 3 years before working for the UN as a doctor in crisis. His role on the Europa mission is Chief Medical Officer. And he also has unknown status. I wonder if that just means he's not wearing a suit. Okay, Chris McLean is an engineer, and his both his current objective and outstanding task are terminated. Chris McLean is an identical triplet. His father is an electrician, and his mother is a mechanical engineer. Following in his mother's footsteps, Chris trained as an engineer. The McLean triplets became famous as Chris and Dan took space travel, traveling their brother Peter behind. Although an accomplished engineer, his place on this mission was also partly due to the ISA being interested in the long-term effects of space travel. Test results will be compared to those of Peter McLean. Alright. And also has a little more information, but it's still mostly unknown. Heart rate 0, that's probably not good. Oh, look at this guy. It must be, yep, it's one of the triplets. Captain Daniel, that's who we saw earlier, talking to Ava. Okay, so he's the captain. Objectives classified. Okay. That's interesting. And Sarah Brooke, who is another exobiologist. Her objective is to classify organism, and outstanding tasks are classify all life recovered and sequence sample. And it looks like sequencing a different sample from Dr. Soichi. Sarah Brooke's parents are both scientists. In her teenage years, she was sent to an English public boarding school. Brooke is one of the most excellent exobiologists of the 23rd century for her formative work on the Mars Discovery Project. She was specially requested to be part of the Europa ground team. Though only 28 years old, Sarah has touched the surface of 2 planetoids and spent more time on alien soil than any other member of mankind, except the Mars team. Okay, so mostly unknown here. Last seen in crew quarters. Alrighty. So, there's a cool little radio. Alright guys, well I think that'll do it for part 1. A lot of mysteries to unsolve here, and so far the puzzles look like, much like Q, they start off pretty simple, but let's see how they can be used to make some pretty hard puzzles. Well, till next time guys, have a good one.